Hello everyone, welcome to this Equestrian Festival guide where you guys get to know what you should do most importantly before the Equestrian Festival wraps up this Wednesday. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright you guys, so one of the biggest things of the Equestrian Festival is the exclusive horses. Now these horses will return next year, but if you want to pick them up before the event ends, now is the time. So I'm going to show you guys the horses here in Jorvik Stables, and then I'm going to show you the exclusive ones in Moorland. So we have these two Dutch Warmbloods. Absolutely gorgeous patterns. And we also have the Lippenzahner, which is a rose gray, which is very cool. And then we have these horses at the Moorland Fairgrounds. So we have these two Hanoverians, the Palomino and the Dapple Gray. We have these two Dutch Warmbloods. We have these two English Thoroughbreds. And these two Arabians. Again, they will all be here next year. However, if you want to pick up one before they leave with the event, now is the time. But they will be back next year. Alright, now that we moved on from horses, let's talk about the retirement shop. So these items are all going to be retired, as well as clothes. Obviously, it doesn't show the clothes. But all these items will be retiring after the festival, and they're all pretty cheap. So if you want to get these items before they're gone, that's something for you guys to look forward to. And actually, make sure that you get it before the event ends. Otherwise, these items are gone forever. Alright, so all these shops behind me will not be retiring. So these pets, all these shops will not be retiring. It is just this one shop over here will be retiring items. Same for the seasonal shop here, that has all the newer stuff, especially from years previous. This stuff will all be staying for the festival next year, but if you do want to buy these outfits, now is the time to do so before the event leaves, because you will not be able to obtain these events until next year. Alright guys, so this is the spring token shop where obviously you use your spring tokens to buy different items in the store itself. So obviously you want to make sure you get all your spring tokens in for any outfits that you want in here before this event is over, obviously, because you cannot get these items after the event ends. But they might be cheaper next year if you're betting on that, but if you want to get these outfits, now is the time to do so. So if you're wondering where you can get tokens, you can get them from doing the daily outfit here in Moorland, your championship race with Julie, and your race here with Patrice, both the group and the regular race where you could just do it yourself. Sabine's race here in Moorland. Your races here in Jorvik Stables with Janica. So one thing is, when you go to Champs, make sure that once you're signed in, or it really doesn't matter, but once you're all set to go, make sure you talk to Julie, because you will be able to get to 4 tokens every time you do this, and some horse XP, which is always great. And besides, every champ you do, you will get reputation with the Baroness. Alright, so that covers how to get spring tokens. So now we talk about this little track thing that we have. Obviously, I haven't done my races today, so I obviously need to do that. But this should take no time at all. It takes not even half a day, depending on how much time you spend on Star Stable. It should take a day. I think it took me a day or two the last time, depending on how much time I used. I have no idea. But it should only take you 2 days at most. Probably less. So make sure you go ahead and redeem all your rewards possible. And there's also this race with Sabine. You won't get anything towards the festival-wise, but it's a fun race to do before the event ends. You won't get spring tokens either. Alright guys, and the last thing is the treasure exchange for spring tokens. So if you go to Pauline, you can exchange 25 treasures for 2, 50 for 3, 75 for 4, and 100 treasures for 5 tokens. Now, if you're not in big on tokens, just save them for next year. That would be my honest advice. Hopefully we get something more than just tokens for next year, but this is a good way to get them if you don't want to do the races and just search around Jorvik for treasures. And keep in mind that treasures can be found pretty much throughout all harvest counties. It's pretty much cuts around Greendale, but if he doesn't go past Greendale at all. So down here you won't find any. But basically find them on the road to Forgotten Fields, around Wolf Hall, Greendale Forest, and then pretty much all throughout here. Alright guys, so before I end this video off, make sure if your horse is unhappy you go to Hugh and level up the horses that you want with full happiness, and just make sure to care for them obviously days afterwards, because after this you can't use 10 spring tokens to just get instant horse happiness for your horses, so make sure you go ahead and do that if you haven't already. Alright you guys, the Equestrian Festival ends in pretty much 3.5 days after this video is uploaded, so make sure you go ahead and get your stuff done. That is it for this Equestrian Festival video guide. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully this helps you decide what you need to get done before the festival ends. This is such a fun event, so I would hate you guys to miss out on anything, and hopefully this guide helps you guys. Let me know what your favorite part of the Equestrian Festival was this year in the comments below. And that's pretty much it for me, you guys. So as always, remember to keep positive. Happy trails, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Bye!